Squad Art Studio. Making friendships along the way. Sharing everything we know. Get ready as Tanya and Stacy welcome you to the show. Calling all ladies, we're ready to go. It's Legion's Ladies Life. Let's go.
Hey,
Let's
everybody!
go.
Let's go!
Amber.
Amber!
Hey, friend.
Yay!
The intro gets me hype every time.
I know, it's so
What a
fun.
ball.
Amber, we have been missing you. We're so glad that you're here tonight. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be with you guys tonight. Thanks for having me.
Well, we are super excited to have you here, of course. And so while we are on that, let's talk to everybody that's in the chat tonight. Let's see who we've got in the chat. Okay.
Aunt Six Soldier. You got one angry black man. Benny Torres. Amber in the chat and on the screen.
Doing double duty.
Jordan. Curtis. Hollow Heart Legacy. William. Jesse Marshall. Stew for lunch. Darla Ackerman.
We know her.
What a delight. Jeff. Jen. Gina. Collectible Fun Matt. That guy Carver Customs. Brian. Gare the Share. 6155. Freaks Figures.
Hey, Freaks. Freaks tried so hard to get on last night and could not. Freaks, we missed you. We're glad you're here tonight.
Another William. Monkey Forever. Shaner BK1. Michael Fonder. Oh, Mr. $2 bill. Detour Customs.
With a $4.99 super chat. Happy
oh, yeah, I
Thursday,
suck at this. Sorry, guys.
LL Crew. Thank you very much, Detour.
BYU Fan 53. Find My Figures 1221.
All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining. We are super excited. Oh, yeah. Freak said, still had fun painting with you guys regardless. We appreciate you, hon. We are so excited to, we have, of course, the best guest ever. She is super excited to be here and talk with us. And you guys know, I mean, I got into customizing by doing my mascots. So a perfect matchup for my mascots, you know, Holly, and so we're excited to have her here. But first, we are going to talk about some toy news, and then we will bring Holly up and get to talking about all of the fun stuff that Holly is bringing with her today. Also, FYI, if we hit 900, we have a special giveaway from us. Holly did bring 2 figures to give away tonight. And once we get her on, we'll talk about that giveaway. And then, but if we hit 900 subscribers tonight, we will do another giveaway on top of those. So in order to win, you do need to be a subscriber. So make sure you subscribe. Okay, let's talk news. I know we talked about this last week, but Ashes of Agmendor is on the water. It is on its way. We are super excited to get that in hand, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And coming with Ashes is Legacies of Mythos. They are on the water as well. So we are going to get both of those in roughly the same time period. And then, of course, the Horsemen will start shipping those out as soon as they get them in hand. And skate decks, I did not see last time we were here. I know that they are in limited quantities. They may still have some in the in stock sale. So I did not see these last time we were on, but you may want to check and see if you collect the skate decks. You may want to go grab one if they're still there. The pre-order for these figures have ended with the Four Horsemen, but now the pre-order window is open with the retailers. Check with your retailer, because I don't know that all retailers are going to carry these. Check with your retailer to see if they're going to carry these and if you can get these in hand from the retailers if you did not pre-order through the Four Horsemen. Okay, what did you guys think of these?
They look awesome.
I really like those.
Yeah, the coins to me, and they're all going to be metal. I don't know about you guys, but like,
That's a need for me.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that. Look at that.
I know.
Yeah. It's freaking
Kevin
cool.
said this is probably his least favorite. For me, this is probably my favorite.
I really like this one.
Yeah, I do
Mhm.
too. I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
And then we have this one, and we know goblins or goblin collectors are super excited about this one. Yeah, these are gorgeous. It was cool to see the backs of these, whereas we'd only seen the fronts before. So
Right.
I just wanted to bring them in here and kind of highlight them. Do you guys have a favorite, Amber?
This one, it's between this one and the next one.
And
This one.
Zalona? Yeah.
Yeah. I like
Daisy?
the Leodicius one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's freaking cool.
It is. So super excited. We know these are coming with the Mythic Legions role playing game. You get a bag full of metal coins. There's going to be 85 in the bag. But to be able to see the backside of these, I thought that was really cool. Did you guys see this put together?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
can't wait for that figure.
Oh
Yeah, I'm super excited about her as well. And she's going to be a little bit taller. So I really like that. I like the fact that she is going to have a little bit of height on her. Lower legs and upper legs are going to be, or the lower legs, I think, are what's a little taller in her. So I'm excited to get her in hand. And of course, here she is all painted up. Gorgeous.
It's a beautiful figure.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for I think this one is going to be one of my favorite ones when she comes out. Whether we get her this year or next year, I think she's going to end up being one of my favorites.
For
I
sure.
like the longer limbs. And we got the kind of, talking about the cosmic line. You guys, kind of makes me think we're gonna get into some kind of cosmic release. What are you guys thinking?
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had a cosmic.
Yeah, it has.
So this talks about Ishkan, but I don't think, I know the Four Horsemen don't have a presence at Ishkan this year.
Right.
But when they did the reveal for Ishkan, when they were there, they referenced Ishkan. I don't know that it has anything to do with Ishkan, but I am super excited. I'm hoping that we are going to get a cosmic reveal. I think that would be awesome. And then who's going to see the movie?
I don't know. I think Brian is maybe. I'm not sure. I might.
Amber, are you going to go see Masters of the Universe?
I just might.
Yeah. Kevin's like, Tanya, I think we got to go. And I'm like, why? I don't know. So we'll see. Masters of the Universe, of course, is coming out in a couple weeks, I think. But tonight and tomorrow, Mandalorian Grogu. Who's going to see it?
I'd like to.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. I think that is going to be. Yeah.
I love that little Grogu. So cute.
He's so cute. He's adorable. This weekend they are at MomoCon. Four Horsemen are at MomoCon. They're actually at Wonder Festival US, which is at the same time and in the same place as MomoCon. So the Four Horsemen are there. I saw somebody posting pictures. Kevin sent them to me. I do not have them in the slideshow. I'd already done the slideshow when he sent me the pictures, but it looked fantastic. And then, so that's this weekend. Next weekend is IshCon 2026. And I am so excited for IshCon, guys. I will have a table at IshCon. And Holly will not be at IshCon, but the figures will be at IshCon, and that is in Durham. And of course, if you're a VIP, you get the hat as well. Really cool. And then North Carolina Underground Toy Swap is invading IshCon Friday night, May 29th from 6 to 10. If you have the table, you come set up and, you can sell your toys there on Friday night. Super excited about that. You know that we love the North Carolina Underground Toy Swap community. That's just a great community. Also, coming up July 11th, it's getting close.
It's gonna be here before we know it.
Yeah. Amber, you and Ryan still planning
Got our
on
tickets.
I know. Brian's like, Ryan and Amber got their tickets, and I was like, yes.
We were waiting on me because I'm one of those people that's like, yeah, I got it. I got it. And I just don't got it. I'm just like a really big procrastinator. He's like, I got the tickets. No thanks to you.
Woo! Well, we are super excited to have you guys at CarverCon. I was hoping that you guys were going to make that. So super excited about that. Let's do this.
It is 24 weeks to Legion's Con. Prepare your blades for war and your souls for eternity.
Legion's Con, November 7th through 8th at Hanover in Whippany, New Jersey. No real new news this week, so don't really have anything new to share, but we are 24 weeks away. So if you have a table or are a creator, you will want to make sure that you are counting down 24 weeks to Legion's Con. Okay. Wanted to hurry through that because the whole reason that we are here is to talk to one of the most super cool ladies that I have had the pleasure of meeting while at some Toy Cons. And you guys know I am a big fan because I love me some football. So let's welcome Holly to the stage tonight. Hello, Holly.
Hi. Sorry.
That's okay.
Not impressive with my intro. But I will impress you with my figures.
Yes. Well, your figures are pretty awesome. We are so excited to be able to show your figures and talk about your figures. This is one of the coolest things for me.
So we'll be at, as you mentioned, we'll be at IshCon. My team will have the team will have a table, and there are some fun sneak peeks kind of across the table there that I'm not revealing tonight. So IshCon will also be in DFW. So in true Harbinger Studios fashion, there are hidden secrets kind of everywhere. And if you pay close enough attention, you can come pretty close to figuring out what we're doing.
Awesome. Well, Holly, I'm going to show this real quick. I'm not sure if this was the first time we met or not, but I believe this is something that we...
Yeah. So the table's looking a lot different this year.
Yeah.
It's got more teams on it. Shocker.
Yeah, well, you guys have been going for a while, so that makes complete sense. Oh, we got a super chat. Let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah. 499 super chat. I can't talk, from the Curtis Ackerman. After a year off, it's time once again for everyone to put in for hashtag Amber for a day. Good luck, everyone.
May the odds be ever in your favor, everyone. I put in as well.
That's right. Amber for a day. It's time to put it in. Yes. And I missed getting that on the news. You're right. It is time for everybody to put in for Amber for a day. Go to Source Horseman and sign up for intern. We are super excited. Holly, you guys, like, I can't wait to see the table. Like, every time I've seen the table, it's been, the figures have been sitting there like that, and you guys have had some teams that we haven't yet seen. I've seen jerseys of some teams that we have not yet seen on the tables and stuff like that. So I am still hopeful for a couple of those. So I'm super excited. But
we have to, it takes us, this is not just us creating.
Right.
We have to work with universities.
Right.
So you see things that we are hoping will come to fruition.
Yep.
And a lot of those things do, but they don't look like what they did on the table.
Right.
Simply because the university, they have a specific Pantone. Well, that's great. And painting or a t-shirt.
Right.
But in plastic, it looks completely different. So I think everybody's going to be excited. This is our farthest west expansion that we've ever done. So I think we're going to get some of the bigger names that people really do love out there.
This is awesome. I cannot wait. We got another super chat.
$5 super chat from Articulated Ninja. I had to show up. I heard Holly was in the building. Awesome to see her here with the Legends ladies. Don't sleep on I can talk collegiate. I can't talk today. Sorry, guys. Legends. Sorry, I spent like a half hour at Little Caesars waiting on a damn pizza tonight, and it just threw me off.
Did you get your pizza?
Yes, but it wasn't even that good. And I just left my crazy bread because they were taking so long. They're like, oh, the crazy bread's not ready. And it's like, I can't wait any longer. I'll just eat the $3.
Well, Ninja is absolutely one of my favorites. And although we are not at Legends Con because Collegiate Legends it just doesn't fit that fantasy brand. We will be in town that weekend. So we'll be at Toy Unity over there with Ninja. And I might have some football tricks up my sleeve for that weekend that people are not expecting. So if you're over there visiting Legends Con, come over and say hi to I call us the non-toy people. We're the sports people. Some people are like, no. But we're a lot of fun, and I always have snacks too. So if you're hungry,
there you go. If you're hungry, go see Holly. Yeah, she'll take care of you.
Snack always.
Okay. So let's kind of go back to the beginning. When we do an interview, we do want to talk about Collegiate Legends, and I know everybody is super hyped to talk about all things Collegiate Legends, but we want to learn a little bit more about Holly, because Holly came up with kind of the whole idea behind Collegiate Legends, and so kind of want to get an idea of who Holly is. And so tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from.
So I'm from Alabama. I have one daughter. It's just her and I. And nowadays we spend our weekends bebopping around different football stadiums. So she's getting to see something besides the Crimson Tide, which is good.
Yeah.
But
Alabama is all about the Crimson Tide.
It is. And that's just, and the rest of the United States hates them. So it's perfect. I think that's one of the reasons that our figures are so great is we do appeal because of Rob's ability of articulation and quality to create that. We appeal to the adult collector. But man, I got kids buying these left and right, and they're not just buying their favorite team because Batman needs a Joker. They got to have a bad guy.
Right.
So they will buy the opponent because in their head, they smash them. They're
right.
Good and evil.
They have to win.
Mm-hmm. They have to win.
Their team has to win. So
that's how I like to live my life. Anytime somebody tells me no,
defeat the other team, so they have to win.
Yes.
I love that.
So true.
When you were a kid, did you have any favorite toys, cartoons, anything that you remember as a kid, really?
I'm a big Polly Pocket gal. The fact that they're coming back is fabulous. I have adult money now, but huge Polly Pocket was a sponge. SpongeBob's fabulous in any shape or form. But even as an adult, I'm a big fidget person. That's why I was looking around. I have fidgets all over my office, and not like the adult fidgets that are silver and metallic, but the kids ones. There's a pretty good chance my child's stolen them. There's a couple on her desk over there, but texture. I have ADHD. Texture is a thing for me. Right. So the harder plastics, I didn't play with as much as a child.
Gotcha.
I am a fan of what feels good.
Yeah.
So, and it makes sense, right? You want it to be soft. You want it to move, things like that. Trying to think, any of those little squishies? Hold on, here's one. I've probably got hundreds of these things, just probably 100 is a pretty good guess. Because once again, my child will steal them, and then these will fit in your purse. They're fabulous.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So I was a fan.
So any movies, books, stories that inspired you as you grew up?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I'm a huge, this is going to be weird. I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan. I was when I was little. As I've grown older, I think it's just a little bit different reasons that I love her.
Yeah.
But huge Dolly Parton fan. I don't know that there was really anything, I'm trying to think, that inspired me. I don't know. I was also a Bill Nye the Science Guy kind of kid.
Yes.
What I saw, I wanted to emulate.
Yes.
My child is that way. She's learned very quickly that YouTube can lie to you, right? Whatever experiment that is attempted on YouTube most likely will fail the first time we try it. So any sort of any creative experiment, anything like that, that's just anything I could do with my hands was more appealing to me. So I know that's probably weird. Kids fell in love with something, but I really didn't. I say I fail at everything the first time. So it was just the next experiment that I was going to try.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Do you have any siblings?
I do. So I have a brother. He is 7 years younger than me, but same mom and dad.
Right.
I tell him all the time, if my brother is watching, that I'm the reason he is alive, because they kept asking me if I wanted a sibling, and I had a weak moment and I gave in. So, and then I have a nephew, which is new and fun for me because he's little and that's just a blast. But we all kind of live near each other in Alabama. So not super far, but yeah, I'm a little bit different than the rest of the Harbinger Studios crew. I kind of got some acreage and a pond, and I enjoy a good fishing pole every now and then. So sometimes it's okay to get away from everything and exist.
Yes. And I am jealous of your acreage and your pond, because I would be out there fishing all the time. I love it.
It's I've had it a while, like over 10 years. No way could I have 19 acres now. But yeah, my kid will grow up, the neighbor has eggs and the neighbor down the street has fresh lettuce. It's a little bit of a time trap.
Right.
And I'm okay with that. Slow it down a little bit.
Absolutely.
But let me be very clear to everyone out there that is watching as a Collegiate Legends fan. I do not have any at my home. I do not personally sell them out of my personal home. DM and ask or show up. They're in a warehouse. That is where they are shipped from. All the time.
That's cool.
It happened.
What was high school like for you? Were you like
I played multiple sports in high school.
Okay. Cool.
So that was where I stood. And then choir, not the art kid, more the singer.
Yep.
Graduated. My background is science. So that's what I went to school for. That's where I know Rob from, is Alabama. He's a little bit older. I'll say that real quick. And so he was getting his master's about the time that I was there for undergrad. So Alabama is where I know him from, and that is where I went. And then after that, I stayed in academia. That was my original background. So licensing was a little bit easier for me because those are my people. I had worked there for so long.
Right.
But had the kid, just kind of live the easier life, which is business wise is not me. So I have all this energy there. And then my home is kind of where peace is. But my favorite thing, probably the most interesting thing about me, is I love to travel. And not like bougie travel, but in a car, or, my kid did 5 states in 5 days, and we ended on her 5th birthday, and every one of them was a state park.
Fun.
Yeah, she's done 32 states in 4.5 years.
Wow. That's more states than I've been to.
Yeah.
I'm old.
There's so many fun ones, so many fun ones.
Yeah.
So that is, if I'm not working, I'm traveling. We've dug for diamonds in Arkansas, which is the most fun. If you have not done it, you should, even as an adult. It's like being in a casino. Whatever you find, you keep. Emeralds, diamonds, whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we've done that. We've ridden reindeer in Leavenworth, Washington.
Oh, cool.
It is. That was really cool.
Yes.
So we like to travel. That's kind of our thing. We've swam with they call them sea cows. I'm blanking out at the current moment.
Manatees.
Yes, we swam with them in Florida. Fabulous. Um,
Fun.
so we love a good adventure,
Yeah.
and not 5-star resorts.
Right.
Camping. And now the fun thing is we get to leave surprise Collegiate Legends everywhere. So
Ooh.
we do it all the time. You should watch our social media. We went to see Mike the Tiger at LSU the other day, and so we left some around campus for people.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
Florida, I see the comment there. We were on campus there a couple weeks ago, and we left some hidden Collegiate Legends around campus. My favorite is when the frat boys get them first because they like run towards them. and I'm like, who's going to get there first? So now that we travel, we get to leave figures, we get to leave surprises, and that's kind of half the fun.
That is fabulous. Now, how old is your daughter now?
She's about to be 10.
Oh, wow. Double digits.
No, we're not. My daughter has a great work ethic. You'll see her at the booth. So
Yeah.
we will be at Titans and Toy Unity, and you will see her, and she might sucker you and get you to buy something. She's such a hustler.
I love it. I love it.
She sadly has a toy addiction. So as much money as she earns from mama, she will spend at the same time in the same condition.
So maybe I should be asking like what toys does she collect?
Anything that is soft and plushy.
Gotcha.
Anything. Like I challenge her to not pay the sticker price.
Yeah.
And see if she can kind of negotiate a little bit.
Yeah.
But if it's plushy, she's a big fan of the Schmitzkys. Yeah, they're little like angel things, and they stick on. I thought I might have had one over there, but huge fan of those. We were in the Labubus for a while.
Right.
Kind of anything. She also likes anything fidgety like I do, but normally you will find her with the largest crocheted or stuffed animal in the building.
That's cool. I love that.
It's where she lies. I attempted to bring home a 5-foot big owl from a conference that I went to, and he had to come back in the shipping container because I couldn't get him in my suitcase. But I tried hard.
My big owl is a little bit easier to travel with, but he's not.
Your big owl's cooler though. Like,
he's not soft and plushy.
He would make a better mascot. He's tough.
No. Looks pretty tough, that's right. So right now, I know, and we're going to get into Collegiate Legends, but you don't just work with Collegiate Legends. You actually work with Harvinger Studios, right? I mean,
now you're telling all Rob's secrets on. No, I'm just kidding. I do. So I work with the team kind of in all of the background capacities.
Right.
Collegiate Legends is different from the majority of the lines that you see, as in we don't have a pre-sale. We didn't warn anybody we were coming.
Right.
We showed up, and the intent was never, ever to take from Savage, because Savage Crucible is a great fantasy line.
Right.
But I, at Collegiate Legends, have to have things have to run a little bit differently. So currently we learn from each other. We give and take. I do a lot of the back end marketing for the Savage line. I enjoy seeing posts from all around. I kind of have a view. I have a different view from this independent world. I think that action figures can be enjoyed by the people that are in the independent toy world, but also such a broader spectrum. The beauty and the articulation and the detail that you all love.
Yep.
the outside world, the kids, the mom, the dad that's not in this world, they might fall in love with it for another reason.
Right.
So I kind of always play devil's advocate with the team. I'm like, that caters to, you know, your core, but what about the people outside? And so it's a fun dynamic, and Rob is so supportive. You don't see a lot of women in this world. And I know I've heard Nikki say it, and I kind of agree. I don't ever worry about my seat at the table because I always know whatever I'm going to say, he's going to respect it as if it came out of somebody else's mouth.
Right.
So I get to pull the strings a little bit behind the Savage Crucible curtain, but not on the front end, which is great for me. Because I know things like Harbinger Studios' Third Line, and I know things like, which I don't think anybody will see coming either. It's not sports and it's not Savage. I know things like newly licensed or acquired licenses.
Right.
But also, please do not enter into my DMs because I cannot tell secrets. I gave a prototype away one time and learned that don't do these things.
Right.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. If the Savage team can't tell you, neither can I.
Right. Holly can't do that. It's part of her job to keep some secrets, guys. Don't mess with Holly.
It is. I will always say that everybody thinks I'm the nice one. Rob is probably more the nice one. I'm like, because I'm the one that always has to say no. Like,
right.
No, you know. Yeah. But yeah, I do. I work with the whole team and love to see everything grow and succeed. I love trips to the factory when Rob and them go, and I get to see Savage and Collegiate Legends next to each other. That's
cool.
Yeah, like it's fun to kind of watch both worlds collide.
Yeah.
It's fun to introduce. It's actually really enjoyable to introduce fantasy people to football. Wolverine, the head of Wolverine, has been on a couple of our players.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. We had a football player at LA Comic-Con. So we had the figure displayed out there in the middle of like Comic-Con.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And then I get to enjoy the most fun part of this independent toy world. I get to release things very slowly, but without a pre-sale. So like nobody's waiting on it.
Right. Nobody's waiting on it.
I don't get the when will this get here? I'm like, we're here. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun I get to do the fun things and not necessarily the harder things in the toy world. We get to, look, you probably can't see behind me, but we make it a mission to give back. So we bring in players and we support schools, and that's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
It is, it's important, and it's just fun.
Yeah.
Watching a whole bunch of kids like take a player out and put him into a different position, and it's just fun.
Yeah. I think that's cool. So obviously being in Alabama, your love of football probably started while you were in diaper. I mean, like, people in Alabama love football like crazy. And if people have never been to Tuscaloosa, the stadium is larger than a lot of NFL stadiums, which is crazy to me. I mean, you stand next to it, and I've stood next to a lot of NFL stadiums, and I swear that that stadium is larger than some of those. So the love of football really is a deep ingrained, probably for you, it's just something that you've just grown up with.
So that's been my dad was an Auburn fan. My mom was an Alabama fan. Choose a side. obviously I chose Alabama. My brother also chose Alabama. But we say you bleed crimson and you bleed it young.
Yeah.
You learn early.
Yeah.
That has been a battle of this as we have expanded. My own daughter has had to learn that sometimes we cheer for other teams that are not Alabama. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yes, it is. It's been interesting to watch her go to these gives, and she's interacting with players that are not Alabama players.
Right.
So to kind of see her absorb that. But yeah, it is. People do not understand. I think the Alabama stadium's 103,000, something like that.
Crazy.
And an NFL stadium's about half.
Yeah.
So they don't realize that college football, I mean, maybe now a little bit more with NIL, but college football is a business, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a big one, and it's a passionate one.
Right.
And a lot of our teams that we're expanding to this year, they came to us.
That's awesome.
That's
cool.
They saw comments. They saw, people wanting, basically, they saw the fans. The fans were calling for it. Also, they saw their rival had one, and they were like, "This is crap."
Yeah.
Ohio State, Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
They helped me score. They helped me. They helped me score a couple of big rivals because they had it and their rival didn't.
Oh, Michigan didn't?
Michigan did not last year. So Michigan did not last year, but it's a new year. And
we'll have to see what's coming this year.
You never know.
Never know. Now, real quick, Holly has been so gracious and is going to allow us to give away not one, but two Collegiate Legends. Oh, look at that. Happy birthday. 2 Collegiate Legends figures. She is going to allow you to choose which Collegiate Legend you want to win. And if you will start right now, we are going to put this up here. Hashtag #HutHutLegends. If you will start entering in the hashtag #HutHutLegends. If you win, get in touch with me and I will talk to you about how you can go about winning and getting your Collegiate Legends figure. But yeah, start entering in hashtag #HutHutLegends. And we are going to, let me grab that banner. I want to show it at the bottom. There we go. That way it is there when people come on. And we will pull that a little bit later. Need to check and see where we are. You have to be a subscriber to the channel to win. So please subscribe. And then if we hit 900 tonight or 950 or 1,000 tonight, we have giveaways on top of what Holly is giving away as well. Super excited about that. Yeah. So we are at 887. So we are 13 away from giving away even more stuff. But make sure that you are a subscriber to our channel so that you can win. We definitely want whoever we pick to win. #HutHutLegends. All right.
Also, we've not pre-picked, like, this is the winner's choice.
Winner's choice.
There is no pre-picked team that we're giving away. You'll get a code. It'll be completely free.
Yeah.
Whichever one you choose.
Right. And Holly's got that taken care of. You get in touch with me and I'll give you the instructions on how to get whichever figure you want. And we'll get you.
Ladies, y'all just hit 900. Congratulations, ladies.
Oh my gosh! We hit 900!
Woo!
Yay! Kevin, thank you. So we have a Undead Heads pack that we are going to give away, as well as some paintbrushes, and we are giving away some 3D printed heads. So woohoo! We will do that hashtag after we get done with this one. So yeah, you guys, thank you very much. And yeah, if we hit 950 tonight, we got another giveaway. The next one is the Mythic Legions Legions Con exclusive with the extras, Nymph and Chirel.
So,
all right.
Holly, how many teams do you have so far?
So last year we were at 16. This year will be somewhere around 32.
Cool.
But we've got some surprises. So we'll have 32 in the walk-ons.
Okay.
But then we'll have some other surprises.
I assume it's like big name colleges, not like little town colleges, or but could probably be customizable, couldn't they?
Yeah, I on my personal social media, I kind of made this statement. Mid-January to now, we've been pretty quiet on social media. And the reason that we have is we truly, we repost the majority of our customizers' posts. We truly want them to shine just as much as we're an action figure for a fan or a child, the non-action figure people. We love seeing the customization of the community. So we've taken time to allow them to shine, and they've done some really cool stuff. It's fun to see the NFL player see his customization online and comment in there. We went a little bit viral this Christmas with some customization, some people doing customizations on TikTok. So basically, in a nutshell, we have let them shine for a solid 4 or 5 months. We love customizers.
Nice.
We get one-off requests all the time, and our instant response is, thank you for reaching out. We don't customize, but there's a whole community that does. So yeah, they've customized, I mean, down to like putting the tattoos on the guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's cool to see. It's cool to see the head sculpts. It's cool to see the tattoos. It's cool to see the accessories that they create. There's a lot of customers out there selling and doing really well. Because as y'all know, customization is not easy.
No, it is not.
Curtis Ackerman, 499 Super Chat. Not sure if Holly can answer this, but has your team discussed alternate body types like shorter or running back or larger lineman bodies?
Yes. Really, I want to call them the big boys. I want to call the linemen the big boys, but Rob won't let me call them big boys. So I have to come up with a better name. But they are bigger and in every capacity. So outside of the wide receiver quarterback style, they also have different details and a little bit of different sculpting to them. They are. I cannot promise them this year, but they'll probably be 2027. BB Boys is solid. Oh, I like big ones too. Yes, keep giving me, because I've been calling him big boys for like 3 months now, and he's like, you cannot do that.
Holly, you can do whatever you want.
Right? The big boys.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, what is funny, if you want to know what's funny, is when you go into an NIL deal and you're sitting next to a lineman who is like 340, and I'm like, look, I can't do an NIL of you right now because I haven't done the bigger body style. And they will look you dead in the face and say, that's what I look like. I'm like, you absolutely do not. I'm like, like that figure. That is not the case. So, but in their head, they're like, no, I look like the wide receiver. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
you don't. So yes, release the big boys. I'm with you. They are already sculpted and they look so great. So hopefully that's coming pretty soon.
So can you tell us kind of the conversation? I know if you go on Collegiate Legends online, you kind of give an overview of kind of how Collegiate Legends came about. You and your daughter Gigi were talking. Can you kind of bring that conversation to life for us and tell us what that was all about?
We went to a lot of football games. She hung the fence on the home side of feel like somebody should customize you a number 99.
So yeah, there's a whole story behind that, and yeah, we'll just say that I don't need that 99, but thank you very much, Curtis.
So we hung the fence for a while, and I am a mom with an only child, so we buy the things, all the things, and we had just about bought everything with a logo on it, but we could not find a player. Like she wanted a player in her hand to move, and I'm like, surely this exists. So I go search on Google and we go into all the shops and couldn't find it. And so I call Rob and I asked Rob, at that point, I think he had a 3D printing. He was doing custom figures, Mythic Legions ones, or doing accessories for them. Maybe heads or something. Anyway, I knew nothing about this. I said, hey, you own all these 3D printing machines. Please print my daughter a football player. We would like one to go with Barbie, because Barbie was the cheerleader. And he was like, no. And I was like, you're a jerk. Why? And he explained to me at that point that was a business. He was like, they don't make these, so we're going to do it. And I will never, ever admit that it was easy. I will never say that. I will never probably give the true timeline of how quickly it was done, but we arrived. No pre-sale, no previous announcement. The very first figure literally came back in Rob's hands personally. And we drove to Atlanta to get him, pick him up from the airport. And that's when it came a little bit surreal.
Yeah.
We had seen all of the sculpting and that it was in our hands. Rob has the very first. My daughter has the second that ever came out of the mold. And then I had to go convince a whole lot of non-action figure people that these would sell.
Yeah.
And I got, cool, they're bobbleheads. And I say, no, they're not bobbleheads. They're action figures. They move. And so as you go into all these sports areas, you have to explain to these guys they're not statues, because the only thing they've ever seen is a statue or a bobblehead doll. And I did that with the 8-year-old in tow in every single store I could go in. And then they realized that people started picking them up off the shelves, and kids got them in their hand and dads had them in their hand. And I believe it was the middle of the season. My daughter and I were at an Alabama game because our life had not truly changed at that point. And we got on the bus to go back to our parking spot, and it all became real. She looked at me and she said, hey, Mom. And I said, what? She said, that's my toy. And she looked to the left, and the little boy had one in a clear bag that he had bought. And then she said, look over there. And I looked to my right, and there was another one. And that is when I realized we had a business. You think it would have occurred before then? It's not. But slowly but surely, Rob and I were getting on an airplane in Vegas, and a man came up. I had a Collegiate Legends backpack on, and a man came up to me and he was like, "Hey, my kid is not allowed electronics." And he was like, "But he owns every one of your figures. They're his favorite toys. He plays with them while we watch the football game." So slowly but surely, we've started to encounter them in real life, I guess. It's one thing to encounter them in a toy show where you're surrounded by more detail and more articulation.
Yep.
We're a little bit of the redheaded stepchild in that capacity. And so that's one thing. And we had been doing that, but to see them in hands of fans, things started to become a little bit more real. The amount of adult men that have come up to me and been like, "I used to put foil on my GI Joe's heads so they would be football players." And I was just like, "I'm so sorry I'm so sorry." I don't even know what to say. So we've enjoyed kind of that process of just watching it around us, and proving a lot of people wrong in the sports world, that there's space for articulation.
Yeah.
You will see, yes, McFarlane has done the sports statue, and those are great.
Yeah.
But you can't play with it.
Right. They don't move like these move.
When you're angry at them, you can't put them in the shower in a crying position. Best video ever. Man did it. Amazing. So it is, and I enjoy seeing, I love two things on social media. I love seeing sports people fight under our action figure posts, because I'm like, they have these are these giant Oregon fans and they have Miami, and they have zero clue that they're fighting under a toy company's post.
Yeah.
Fun. And then I love to see a good player take a loss and cry in the shower.
Yeah.
That is, and truly, toy people, action figure people, are the only ones that can make them do that. That can make them really look sad, or put them in poses. It's so those things are fun to see, and hopefully we keep kids playing so that they get adult money and then they still play.
And they still play. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So back when Rob got off the plane and you guys met him, how did it feel to hold that first one in your hand? Like what do you remember about being able to hold that very first figure in your hand?
I told my daughter to throw it. It's the first thing I did. We were sitting in my tiny little car at this old little Toyota Camry, and I said, "Throw it." And she said, "What?" And I said, "Throw it." Because it is very important to Rob that there was detail and articulation, and that it was not a kid's toy. But it was very important to me that a kid could find their hero on a football field and put that in their hands. So my first directive was throw it and make sure. I want to know that it doesn't break. I want to know that there's no metal inside of it. I want to know, all of these things. Right. And sure enough, flings it across the car, and we're good. Apart. And, but that was I did. I said, throw it. And they both looked at me like I had lost my mind. And I'm like, yeah, you haven't picked up Legos that a kid has dropped and everything shattered across the floor. So that was a cool moment. She flung it and then went and got it out of the back seat, and it was still together. And then the softness of the jersey, which no one has ever done before. It doesn't have that. Oh, in the sports world, it doesn't have the hard plastic feel. Yeah.
So it actually like it's really it goes in. It's
Soft.
really soft.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Which
it's like
also,
a jersey, and it's
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's a jersey.
it also allows his arm to have a whole lot more rotation
Right.
than now. The funny part is as people were getting them in their hands and I'm learning more about articulation, people would make comments like, it needs, what about the torso? And so Rob would have to sit down and explain to me, okay, this is why we don't have that joint there, because it does, it'll move this way. This is also the discussion when you expand to basketball and baseball and mascots, is keeping the ability to move, but also not be hard plastic. Because I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, you give that to a regular fan and you tell them that they have to get like a blow dryer out to heat something up, and non-toy people are going to look at you like, why am I getting a blow dryer out?
Right.
Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So maintaining the ability to move, touch, pose, and not be a customizer or not be an adult figure, that was important.
Yeah.
I also still have my fingers crossed that I'm going to get a deal with the Heisman, because my figure does the Heisman pose. I want to see somebody put it in the Heisman pose. It's got cuts. Let's see if I can, right here.
Oh yeah.
Eye. So it helps get that full rotation, the Heisman. So when you're talking about mascots, because I know everybody loves mascots, there are a couple things that are important. They need to still look like the mascot, because the school's going to tell you take a hike if it doesn't. But then it needs to have articulation and it needs to have a good touch to it.
Right.
We already have some sculpted, and some of those that are sculpted are listed in the chat currently. But it's important to be able to have the mascot like apply to all sports. So a baseball bat and, things like that.
Right.
Because no one gets mad at the mascot. Like, the mascot doesn't lose, right? You can't lose a football game and be angry at the mascot. And I think, as an Alabama fan, that people will be very surprised at our mascot choices. So we're kind of spreading it across the board. I would, that's great to me. Like, if they would let me get away with that, absolutely. I see some of the comments here. Brutus, people don't know this. I'll tell a very funny story. Ohio State, their helmet is a difficult helmet. So if you look at our lineup, the stripes on the helmet, they are very, very specific about the width of the stripes. And it took a whole lot of tries before Ohio State was like, you got it. So I would say we have a little bit of PTSD on that one. And see, Brutus would be really hard to do.
It would be hard. It is hard. Let me say, Brutus is hard, and I'm a customizer.
So that one that's probably not going to be in the first set. I think it will come eventually, but it's hard. Ohio State's Brutus is it's just hard.
Yeah.
So, and people get upset sometimes in the comments, and they're like, we don't like this uniform. And I'm like, guys, the school has to sign off on everything. So sometimes we just don't have choices. Like, they're not going to sign off on a Brutus that they don't love.
Yeah.
They're not going to sign off on a uniform that they don't love.
Right.
So Brutus will come, probably not in the first round, but and as for Michigan fans, I don't even know what the Michigan mascot is. Like, I've looked at this; it's a struggle. It's a blue thing. I don't know if you've ever. You should Google it.
Yeah, it is. It's a hard one for sure.
It's a hard one, but there are some, like, just because we've done the team in football doesn't mean that they won't get a mascot.
Right.
The mascot lineup has some teams that are not in the football lineup.
Right.
So that is important.
So I think too, it's very important for people to understand, like, you don't choose the numbers either. Like, the numbers that are on on the actual figures themselves, like, you guys did not choose those numbers. Those numbers are
chosen by the university.
As far as they're, like, just a norm, like,
their licensing. Yeah. So now I can tell you all this, and Tanya knows this, and I don't know, this is a little bit of a secret, but if you are an LSU fan and you enjoy the number that is on the jersey and the style, LSU is getting a uniform change next year. They will be one of our reveals a little bit later on down the road, which means that the LSU in her hand will never be done again. So if that is one that you're a fan of or use to customize, we've got some left, but it will be retired. And they are getting a new number. Sometimes the schools pick the year. Sometimes they pick like Alabama's 18 because it's the number of national championships.
Right.
Texas A&M is 12 because the 12th man. Some of these comments are fabulous, and I can't say no to them because I know that some things are in the works.
Yeah.
But it just, yes, the school determines that. They determine the color.
The colors that the uniforms are, you guys don't have say over that. They are like, we're going to do this uniform. We're going to do this. I mean, all of this is licensing through the university. Now, do you have to renew these licenses every year? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And their royalties change on a yearly basis.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, I will safely say that we pay a larger royalty than we would to Disney, to the universities. Right. It is look, I'm a single mom. Okay. So you haven't seen a very large price from us because I have been the mom that my kid wants something. And I'm like, okay, how am I going to afford this? Like, why is this $80? So we have put a lot into the company and the line, and we feel like a really fair price point.
Yeah.
Tariffs and, but essentially every year, I've had some of my schools go up 4.5%.
Wow.
From what they were increasing.
Right.
So we have to take that, we have to figure out if we can make it work. And then they all get a pretty big chunk up front. So that's, it's a lot. But, and like, I would love to do a Nick Saban. I have not broached that yet, but, I'm sure his royalty's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
So, and then if you buy an NIL figure.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick because I want to make sure that everybody, because there are people in our chat that are from the Collegiate Legends group and the Mythic Legions group. So there are some that's not going to really understand what the NIL is. So it's name, image, and likeness. So you're actually picking an actual person
Mhm.
and putting their name and their number and their jersey on one of the figures. Is that, am I?
We also match eye color,
wow.
and we have multiple faces. So
Oh, that's cool.
we try to match as close as we can
Right.
to the player, because we have multiple options.
Right.
Those are a little bit more expensive, but that's just because I gotta pay the player.
Right. Yeah.
I can't use his name, image, and likeness without paying him.
Right. No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
So I'm still paying. Let me be very clear. So I'll do a little bit of NIL education in here.
Right.
A lot of players have like their own t-shirt. Okay. So let's say that Amber was like a famous football player, and Amber's like, I want to sell my own t-shirt. 90% of the players just put their number and like their logo, their personal logo. Most of them do not put the university logo because they don't want to pay the university a royalty rate.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't get free use of the university's logo. So in our situation, we have to pay the university and we have to pay the player. We have to pay both. And you know, you see people calling for really big names like Manning and things like that. And we're not saying no. But those teams, those agents that we work with just have to come to an understanding that these are action figures. And so there's not $500,000 to pay the player with.
Right.
So most of the time, the player just wants to be an action figure.
Yeah.
They're like, turn me into one.
Yeah.
But we've not really ever turned down anyone. Like we've turned down people, but we've always considered it before. We haven't just said no.
Right.
Because there's that give in there, and we die on that hill.
Right.
So if they don't have time or don't think that they can make that happen, it's also just a no.
Yeah.
If you can't find 4 hours out of your day to go give back, then it's probably not where we want to be.
So the figures themselves, they can be purchased at collegiatelegends.com, which is your website. But when people go to, like, if you guys have the figures for LSU and somebody goes to LSU, can they purchase them there? Does the LSU?
Yeah. So we're on all of our campus, on all of our schools that we're licensed at, we have an on-campus store. Sometimes we have multiple on-campus stores. So most of the time, it's 2 or 3. So you can kind of find us anywhere. A lot of the times we're for sale in like the university bookstore, or somewhere around the stadium. We will, which is a little bit of a secret, but a surprise. We will be launching on Fanatics in the fall.
Yay! That's cool.
All of my big sports people out there that like their Fanatics points and their credits and things, they will pick us up for the fall. And then, you know, we do a lot of direct to consumer. So a lot of TikTok shop, just kind of a little bit of everywhere. I think this year with a couple of our distribution partners, we'll be in like 220 locations across the United States.
Okay.
So we try to keep on Instagram. We try to like keep a, hey, we're here. Hey, we're here.
Right.
I know that a lot of people ask about international things. New Meta, and I saw him in here. He carries our products and he ships internationally. So Big Bad Toy Store does that also. That's where we might be lacking a little bit as international shippers, but those two definitely. But yeah, we're in a whole lot of places this fall. So hopefully if you need us and it's close to Christmas and we can't guarantee the shipping, easily accessible somewhere.
Yeah. So really quick, I wanted to go on. So I just kind of went onto their website, went onto your website, collegiatelegends.com, and just kind of took, a variety. Here you can kind of see the named characters. They're a little bit more expensive, but it's got their name, their number, and all on here. I think those are amazing. And then you get into just the regular characters, what you guys have available, what is the actual schools that you guys have available right now. And then this last one here, no, that's not the one I wanted to show. Okay. But you can kind of see it comes with multiple hands. It comes with one hand holding the ball. It comes with an extra football, multiple hands. I think the pointer hands are funny. I think, the throwing hands and all. You also get the base that comes with it, which is fabulous. And it's, again, texture like grass, which is really cool. So yeah, you can go up and grab and see what all is available on collegiatelegends.com. And then coming soon, honoring the icons of the past, Legacy Legends, which is really cool. Super excited to see that. And you've kind of given us, the heads up there that was coming, and the mascot legends. You've given us the heads up with that as well.
Just real quick, guys, I'm just going to pop out, but I had a ball with you all. And Holly, your figures are dope.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.
Amber, we love having you.
Hi, Amber.
See you later, hon. So yeah.
Oh, now I lost the sound.
Oh no. Stacey.
So I'm going to pop off and come back on.
Okay. So, Holly, we have some fun things.
Toe articulation. That's fabulous. Yeah, I have some fun things. We have some surprises. You're going to get 2 uniform reveals out of us tonight.
That's going to be awesome.
One that the internet has zero clue was coming.
Right.
And the other one we've kind of teased here and there, but you'll get to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then we have some really fun tricks up our sleeve this season. So in Harbinger Studios style, we kind of can learn from Savage, and we don't put it all out at one time. You will see little bits and pieces trickled out. I will tell you this because I know that everyone is going to call for it. We have teased Texas. You saw it in the opening when she kind of panned across the table.
Yeah.
Texas is one of those spaces that the color was difficult. It's a little bit deeper. So you will see Texas. There will be a uniform reveal at some point. But it is signed, sealed, delivered, and done. It is coming. It's not one of the 2 that I will reveal tonight. So for all of my Texas people who drag me all the time, I need you to know that it has taken me 1.5 years to get the Longhorns to hook them. It's taken me a year and a half to hook the design. The uniform, where everything goes, the color, the helmet. So keep a lookout for that. Keep a lookout for some other surprises. The best way is social media and signing up for emails. What the biggest thing I can stress is we run a limited run. So what gets to me in August, September, when it is gone, it is gone.
Right.
It's not coming back. It's not. So I tell people all the time, email address, like sign up for the email list, because when it is gone, it is gone. And that is sad, but it gives us next year to have a new uniform.
That's right. Gives us next year to have a new uniform, which we are super excited about. So let's do this before we do the reveal. We are going to pull one of the winners tonight for Hut Hut Legends. So everybody, if you haven't entered, we are going to give you just another few minutes. Hashtag Hut Hut Legends. Again, we are not choosing the figure for you. We are not choosing the school for you. You can choose your own school, whichever one you want. So take another few minutes. Let's give away one of these, and then we will do one reveal, and then we will give away the next one, and then we'll do the last reveal. And then we will give away the heads pack after that. So let's get this in there. We're going to give you another few minutes. Again, hashtag Hut Hut Legends. We are not picking your school for you. You will actually be able to pick whichever one you want. And you will need to be subscribed to the channel. So subscribe to Legions Ladies Live. And you will be able to reach me through Instagram or Facebook. Message me in one of those places. Instagram's probably easier. You can see my at aslan.creations on the screen. And we will, we are going to use the same hashtag for both pools. So if you've entered for the first one, you will also be entered for the second one. Again, another 10 seconds. Yes, please make sure you subscribe if you want to win. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. William Pagano, 7535. William, congratulations. Super excited. Again, find me on Instagram. It is aslan.creations. Aslan.creations on Instagram. Oh, Kevin's pulling the second one. Kevin, why'd you do that?
Oh, Kevin. He got excited.
He did. James Studios Murio. Congratulations, James. Kevin. Okay.
He just got extra excited.
He did. All right. So James, hit me up either in the Cabal or hit me up on aslan.creations on Instagram. We will get you hooked up with getting your figure. I will send you all the information that you need at that time. And we will get that done. All right. Let's take that banner off now that Kevin has done that. And we are going to do hashtag 100 to go. Let me hide that. I want it to be a scroll. Yep. And banner. Okay. Save. And show. All right. Hashtag 100 to go. Again, we are giving away a undead heads pack from the Four Horsemen. We are giving away a set of brushes from Curtis Ackerman. And we are giving away some 3D printed parts for you to be able to customize and paint. So hashtag 100 to go to win those. All right. And again, you have to be subscribed to win. Cannot stress that enough. You have to be subscribed to win. All right. Holly.
Yes.
Let's
Are you gonna give
show
them a
up
full
one.
uniform? Should absolutely. Oh wait, you should give them the one that they don't know. Well, do you already have one picked?
No, I mean I can do it in any form
You
you
should
want.
give them the one they don't know, not your son's favorite.
Okay. All right. So the very first one that we are going to show you guys tonight is.
So we got some Arizona Sun Devils.
Arizona State Sun Devils.
Let me say loud and clear, this is not the furthest west that Collegiate Legends is licensed this year. So the Sun Devils, fabulous. I think that most of the internet has missed this one. But we've gone a little bit further west. If you can imagine going a little bit further west, you've got another team coming. But we love this uniform choice. This is one of the schools that came to us. They loved the uniform choice. There is no white, there is no red or black. I love the color combination. So, and then he'll fit good with your BYU. Okay, no one's thrown out Hawaii yet.
USC or Hawaii? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it is one of those. I can tell you that. No, so this is not, there's nothing new with this design. Really what you will see, you might see a helmet change come out of us in a couple of them this year. So some have the original one. She is now flopped to.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I got 16 more to go. Like what they're getting tonight is the start of the expansion. So you'll see a little bit of a different helmet shape, I think, in a couple of them, just because of the design on the helmet. People ask me for Air Force all the time, and I like that. That one cracks me up because it would have never been on my radar originally. But
you guys did Navy.
We did Army and we did Navy. That is correct.
Yeah,
so Rob is a disabled veteran. And so when we decided to do the bigger expansion, he's like, we have to do Army. And I was like, okay. And he's like, but then we have to do Navy. And I'm like,
right, because the Army Navy game.
Correct. So, and we have a lot of veterans that pick it up just because it's one of their branches. So that one, but the Sun Devils, no one has really truly picked up, but we have to keep going west. So they're kind of a sneak peek of our west set of teams.
All right, here we go. I think this is the one that a ton of people are looking for.
Okay, so if you saw us 2 years ago or a year and a half ago at a table, this is not the Oregon that you saw. There were multiple versions of the uniform. This was not picked by us. This was picked by actually the equipment people at Oregon. They went over it multiple times. This is one of multiple Oregon uniforms that we have done. This is one that I'm going to give the caveat, it will sell out. It will be gone.
Yeah.
And when it does, it will retire and there will be another Oregon uniform. We've picked up a lot of Oregon stores this year who are really excited. So this is the first, and we know that Oregon's uniform is a hot topic because they change it so much and they have support from Nike. So we know there are also endless possibilities here. But you had to get the Ducks on the board because their fans are resilient, if nothing.
Yes. Yes. Well, we love the Ducks in my house. And the minute I saw this, I emailed Holly back and said, I will be first in line because my son is going to have a heart attack and have to have this one. He loves the Ducks and has for years.
Okay, so I want to address just really quickly. I see a bunch of people asking about accessories. So I call accessories gloves, flags, water bottles, like the squirt ones, mouthpieces, things like that. Accessories are coming. How quickly they come, if it is as soon as I want it to be, that is to be determined right now. But we hear you and we know that you need them. So accessories are absolutely on their way. It would be so great if you guys could like roll up in our comments and give me more accessory ideas. So we have 7 or 8 of them already that are sculpted. And so what is kind of great about this that I love is that Harbinger Studios does a really good job employing. I love some female sculptors that are sculpting for male sports.
Right.
To me, that's fun. So we have some people already sculpting out wrist tape, that you read the plays off. I don't even know what it's called, but it goes right here on your arm. So we hear you. We also hear you when you yell coaches. We hear you. I'm team bring me the big boys. Like it's coming. A lot of times in these scenarios, it takes a little bit of caressing with the university. So what people have to understand is every single university has different rules and regulations and different processes and different requests. So the more schools we get, that is yearly contract negotiations. So sometimes we want it to go faster than it actually goes. Texas would be an example of that. It's just taken us a while to get here. A tea holder that's a great one too. That's a great idea, actually. Didn't even think about that. That's a great idea. Yes. So Oregon, 3 uniforms later, this is what the Ducks want. This is what the uniform guys want. I think the fans are going to like it. Arizona State, they were pretty easy. 1 pick. That's what they like. Let's see what else they had to say. Padded sleeve, neck collars. Yeah, hand towels. Hand towels are on the list. So a bench would be great. There also might be a field in our future, a bigger field.
That's awesome. And somebody up here said what would be cool, and this is not something that you would have to actually get
licensed.
Someone said refs.
It's a great idea. I'm with you.
I think that's cool. I think that's a neat idea.
I will tell you this. I think that when we have listen, all you savage people out there, next time Rob posts is on some sort of like podcast, #release the big boys. Like he's the name is holding him back. He's like, do better, Holly. Do better.
Old school helmet neck roll. Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the back. That would be cool. So I'll say this, when we do release accessories, I think that it'll be done in a fun way that no one's expecting. Kind of already had it planned. So it's coming. I'm a fan of coaches. Cheerleaders are a hard subject for us. So I'm going to say, I don't ever say no, but there's so many anatomically correct or not correct issues with cheerleaders. So Line Legends, that's solid. We thought about it. I really think you'll probably see sports wise, baseball and basketball from us next. I think that'll most likely be what's coming down the line after mascots. And then you should expect some mascot reveals maybe November, October.
Holly,
those will come. Yes, ma'am.
I'm the one that talked to you about mascots first. You need to be here for at least the first couple of mascots. Let's do it.
Yeah, we can do it. We can absolutely do it. It's fun. Hey, Mr. Gatorade Bucket or Mrs. Gatorade Bucket, whoever said Gatorade Bucket.
With a splash effect. That's a cool idea.
I hear you. I think our mascots have such different accessories from our football players.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind too. Buckets, things like that.
Jar Tree, she said earlier that some of the mascots don't have players that they've done yet. Some of the mascots do have players that they've done yet. Some of the players don't have mascots. So you are going to have mascots that we don't have players for, is what she said earlier. So just be prepared. Didn't want you to think that it's just going to be mascots for the schools they revealed.
This is true. Actually, it's like I want to say half of the mascots we're doing do not have football players. And we hear you on trophies. We think that would be really cool too. Sadly, I have to get licensed to do those, right? You have to have the Heisman license. You have to have the whatever trophy is doable. So that's one of those. We'll get there. I promise we will get there. I think it just might be a little bit later. Evolved mascot is absolutely within the realm. I mean, we could do a trophy. It just wouldn't look like it. Like you couldn't look at the national championship trophy unless you licensed it.
Right.
So
now I do have one more. I mean, I've got lots of more questions, but is there, and the schools that are coming, the schools that are coming, and the schools you've already put out. If you think outside the box, is there a school either for a mascot or a football player that, and it can be somebody that you guys are creating this year or something. You don't have to tell us that, or somebody that you haven't created. Is there something somewhere that you're like, man, I really wish we could get that made? Is there something that's on your radar that you're kind of like, man, I wish we could work with that school, or I wish we could do that? Is there a school out there that you would love to work with?
I am not saying it is not possible. I need the chat to hear me because we get drug on this school all the time.
Right.
Notre Dame is so hard. It's so hard. They have archaic licensing restrictions.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about it is they use, so a lot of schools use a third-party company to manage and control the paperwork and things like that. And the third-party company that Notre Dame uses loves us, and we love them.
Right.
And so they could be my like surprise Cinderella of the season.
Right.
I am still, if anyone knows me out there, they know that I'm resilient. I'm going to fail forward. Fail the first time, but we're going to go towards the goal. But if I can wave a magic wand and get any school out there, like Notre Dame would be my, can you just make it easy?
Right.
So I am not saying it's not possible. I have some meetings next week lined up to continue to push, because I think their fans would love it too. Also,
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well,
Well,
those iconic gold helmets. I mean,
we've
like
done it. It looks fabulous. That's what we're
Right.
trying to sucker them in.
right, like
Um,
that iconic gold helmet for Notre Dame would be fan freaking tastic.
It would be so great. So actually, WKU, they have come to us. So I'm not saying no, but like you're not far off on that one. They kind of approached us. No teasing on the Legacy Legends. That will come back a little bit later. And I think that everyone is going to be very surprised at our take on that one. We've got some dual licensing coming in there, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're not going to tease that. That'll have a little bit of a reveal. It should be, I think everybody's going to love it.
Yeah.
But Eastern Michigan and Central are not on my radar, but there are some other Michigan teams that will roll out. You will have the Seminoles this year. They are here to stay. So FSU is here. We will actually be in Florida. There's like their version of Buc-ee's. It's called the Busy Bee. It's a gas station, like a really cool gas station. So they will carry Miami, Florida, and FSU this year in all of their locations.
Wow.
So that will be a lot of fun. Rudy was offsides. Yeah, that's how I'm going to start. That's how I'm going to start my Notre Dame pitch. So we all know Rudy was offsides, but listen, HBCU would be really, any of them would be really cool. I say this: we will work with any school that wants to work with us. So there's not really ever one where we will say no. Missouri is coming this year, and they've got a good uniform reveal. It's top tier. Yes, USC is coming. They have a uniform reveal. I'm wondering if everyone in my social media feed lives in like certain places, because there are some schools that are coming that no one has guessed, like not even close.
That's cool.
Yeah. So those will be the surprises. Arizona State was one of them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
UConn, not yet. That'll probably be a basketball one. You might not be far off with your Badgers there. You might not be far off. Not yet on the TCU. Let me just say they weren't happy how he had a Bulldog figure. So once again, we work with the schools that work with us, and some of them take caressing. And if you have Florida and Miami, that caressing happens real quickly because you have to have FSU. So we had to get those on board to get the others
right.
on board. Kentucky, there are some hopes for Kentucky. There are hopes for Georgia Tech, but not currently on the list. Toy Page, 2 of the 3 you got hopes for. Big hopes. What's the school you've met with the most? You're Michigan State, you're going to be happy. I have met with we've tried, like Notre Dame and I feel like we're in a toxic relationship. Like I want to love them so bad.
Yeah.
They,
it's funny because, I live in North Carolina, so I would love to have, of course, the Tar Heels, State, Wake Forest. The 4 that I did first is Duke, Carolina, State, and Wake Forest. Those are the 4 mascots that I did to start with. So any one of those 4, and I know at one time you guys had somebody painted up in the Carolina blue, and I about lost my mind.
We have a Carolina blue, so
but
that was my fault. So Rob and I very much so work as a team, and we get a veto team, right? We go into the season and we're like, we want to do 50 teams, but obviously we can't produce that.
Right.
So the very first year that they hired Belichick, I vetoed because I was weary. I was like, I'm concerned.
Right.
I am not saying you won't see a Tar Heel this year. I'm not saying that you will.
Okay.
But the Tar Heels are on the radar. I don't know who the little brother is. The little brother gets a figure. The little brother of who? And then I will be maybe the big brother's on the list.
Yeah, because that's
the combo. Yeah, that would be cool. Mm-hmm.
That's my mascot. I love me some Carolina.
He looks good. He looks really good. Wait, did I say Michigan wasn't getting a figure? Did that come out of my mouth? I don't think that came out of my mouth.
I don't think that came out of your mouth.
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. The Blue Demon mascot. That would be a lot of fun. I really think your smaller schools will have a bigger chance at definitely the mascot, because we can put enough accessories to kind of sell through different schools.
Well, and I think too, your mascots are going to sell all year long, because your mascots are going to sell for football season, for basketball season, for baseball season, for, whatever it is. I will say though, need to be cognizant of, if you do like Ramsey's, there is a female, I don't know her name right off. She has the blue horns.
Florida has.
If you do, so if you do the
Oregon.
Mr. Wolfie for State, you need to do the Mrs. Wolfie for State. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a male and a female mascot, and yes, I know the males will win out all the time, but if you could do both, then you would have, double the fun, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Schools are very, very, very protective of
their mascots. Yeah.
So there are some situations where I have no choice but to do both, because they want me to do both.
Right.
So it could go, that's definitely a possibility. It could go either way. You got some, so yes, I need everyone to know, when it comes to mascots, schools are so protective.
Right. And it's got to be very much like the mascot. The ones that I have done are not the true mascot. So what you're going to see is going to be a more warrior type mascot. Yes, this is a mascot to me, but this is not the mascot.
Right.
And this is not an Alabama mascot. It is my version of an Alabama mascot warrior. So they're never going to say, hey, let's make that, because that's not the true mascot.
You are correct.
So
really cool. Okay, somebody up here, there's some champ love out there this season. You'll probably see a uniform. We've got more Big Ten schools coming. So in the beginning, everybody kind of drug us for SEC schools, but because action figures are such a new thing to college sports, you have to understand that it was me and the 8-year-old
Right.
that we're going around and saying, but you need this. Just so we couldn't get that far.
Right.
So yes, you will see more. I hear you with the NHL. We are dabbling in some larger licenses this year, so maybe we'll eventually get him there. I also hear you with softball players are solid. All of those things. I will tell you this. I know that in the toy world, people love the teasers and the podcasts and things like that. When the Collegiate Legends team, our social media people are quiet, that is when I am cooking.
Yeah.
When you should expect to see something appear pretty big. So we're just a little bit different than the normal independent action figure companies. When we're quiet, something's coming pretty big. So we'll start rolling things out for the season, and hopefully we'll have some pretty big reveals that people like. The Oregon fans did not torch me for the uniform tonight, so we're going to call that a win.
Yeah, and my son was in there and put 3 fire emojis, so I'm thinking he's okay with it. So biggest Oregon fan I know is him, and he put 3 fire emojis, so I know he's excited. So, and I've already told you I'm first in line. I got to get one of those. I don't have a choice. Might end up with 2 just because.
Yeah, I'll keep one and you don't touch mine. I try that with my child. It never works. I'm like, oh, I do. No, fail every time.
Yeah, I may have to get like several, but yeah, I know that Logan is going to really be excited about Oregon, and so everybody in the chat knows I did not tell my son that Oregon was being revealed tonight. I didn't. She sent me the pictures, and I said, zilch. Zippo.
And in her defense, it was either going to be Oregon or Texas tonight that I was going to reveal. And it couldn't be Texas because I have done that uniform so many times that I only have the torso. So they will absolutely torch me for that one. I did not know that your son was a fan, but that makes me very happy because I think there's going to be Oregon fans caught us on social media pretty early.
Yeah.
And so we had that application in almost at the end of last year. So they were loud and clear that is what they wanted. So we are happy to oblige. And we think this uniform's a great way to start. We know there are some crazier versions, and I am team blackout uniform. Like, I need one school to do it.
I am team blackout uniform. I am team chrome helmet.
I
want to see a chrome helmet.
We're right there with you.
Or whiteout uniform. I'm a whiteout uniform too. I love a whiteout uniform as
Anya
well as
loves the color white.
Uniform. Yeah, I do a lot of white. But I'm good with either. But I am team chrome helmet. Like, I really want to see a good chrome helmet done.
We would like to see that too. I can tell you in your team white uniform. Navy's got they got a really good Jolly Roger uniform.
Oh, yeah.
Fabulous. I don't know that it'll make its appearance this season. We're still trying to work that one out, but Navy's Jolly Roger is very nice. And I actually, for the fans in the chat, we pitched the blackout to Missouri, and they said no.
Oh, wow.
We tried. It's a version, but I feel like the first attempt looked great. But yeah, a chrome helmet would be, I'm with you. Rob might want to hate me, and the factory might want to hate me on that one, but I think it would look really good.
Yes, she's already heard it 14 times. Make the Packers. Shut up and take my money. I cannot tell you in my house alone how many times she's heard that. Just in my house. So let's not.
I think you got what somebody in the chat earlier said, let her cook. I think you need to let me cook.
Let her cook. Let her
Yeah.
cook. We love some stuff anyway. I did want to show you this.
Yeah.
This was me set up at a toy show. This is my Big Al and my Alabama player set up at a toy show. So
he looks good. So I have a fun fact for you guys. Do you know what the USC uniform looks like? Have you ever seen that?
I mean, I have, but right now it's not coming to mind.
I'm gonna blow your customizing mind here. The USC red,
Okay.
and the Alabama crimson,
Right.
are the same Pantone.
Yes.
So what's so interesting is when you see it with the white pant, like the Alabama uniform, you see it with the white
Pants.
it
Looks brighter.
looks brighter. But now, and I say Pantone like meaning the number that they give us.
Then the Pantone.
The jersey is a whole other discussion, but blew my mind. I was like, absolutely not. Those are not the same color. I've seen them on multiple things. No, Nike produces the same jersey color for both teams.
That's cool.
Yeah, which I thought was interesting. Brett Favre, we've got. I think y'all are gonna like. We've got some takes on this NFL situation. So I don't know that anybody's hit the nail on the head yet in the chat. Yes, a Pantone documentary.
Color, yeah, the king of color. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, so it's because, Derrick Henry, that's a cool custom. Nike produces a bunch of their jerseys.
Right.
Nike will only do that one crimson Pantone.
Oh, wow.
I guess it's not crimson. I guess it's red because it's at USC also. So it's really Nike kind of limits them.
Right.
To
that color. Specific color. Yeah. To the school color. But yeah, with Alabama and the white pants, it really does look brighter, like a brighter red.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brett Favre and a cell phone would be fabulous. I wanted to do Belichick and his girlfriend. But I was told no. I was like,
the girl
mermaid outfit and him with the Fisher pole thing.
The girlfriend is no more. So.
Oh, I missed that. Dang it.
Oh yeah, I missed that too.
Yeah, the girlfriend is no more.
Oh, I missed that. Free Belichick worked. Maybe free the big boys will work over here on this end. Oh, so fun fact, who just asked about Lenoris. They told me that they end the show with like what's something that nobody knows.
Yes, I do. And let's do that real quick because
and I have an answer to your other question too, because I did my homework.
Oh, good. Okay. Let's hold on to that. Let's draw this last thing. Okay. Then we'll ask those two questions and then we'll jump off. Okay, guys, we have Kevin. Is it up there? Yep. 100 to go. We are drawing for, again, I have the Undead Heads pack because we hit 900 subscribers during this stream. You are going to get an Art by Ackerman brush set. You are going to get some things to paint. I will send you some things to paint as well. So if you haven't signed up for 100 to go, let's do the 100 to go. Give you another 10 seconds, and then Kevin is going to draw that one. And then we'll get to the last two questions. Let's go.
I'm team don't screw this one up, Kevin. You got it.
We can only draw once on this one. I've only got one giveaway. The Butler, Theo Butler, 0421. Theo, if you will find me on Instagram, it's at Aslan, ASLAN, .creations, at aslan.creations. Message me. We will, and remember, subscribe before you get out, because I will check to see if you are subscribed before I will send it out. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and then we will get that out to you. Super excited. Congratulations. All right. The Four Horsemen have created Baethir, which is a longer than 3-foot dragon. And they said that it is one of 5 pillars. So there are going to be 4 more pillars that they are going to create. Nobody knows what they are. Some people say other dragons, some say this, some say that. Do you have any ideas of what would be cool as a action figure to make huge, like the more than 3-foot dragon?
Okay, so we talked about this at the beginning, that occasionally I'm pulling some strings in that fantasy world behind the curtain. So did a little research, and I think that I think their characters, I think their representations, and I think that it's basically the foundations of the Mythic Legions world. So I think like one will represent death, one will be maybe a beast, one will be maybe like a titan. I also, so beast, titan, some sort of representation of death in like a large size. Those would be my 3. I don't know that I have a 4th, but I will say this. I'm going to play devil's advocate because this is what I do with my team. Do we feel that there is a chance that they don't know what the other 4 are yet, and they listen and watch, and they're kind of like placing it in as they go?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Could be like, oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. I wonder if I could create that.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
They're leaving the 4 spots open for basically fan interaction. The 4 Horsemen's very good at involving their core group of fans.
Right.
And so it would make sense to me that they would sort of create the 4 spots to kind of round out their vision. Have zero proof of any of that. But in my head, as a less fantasy toy person than everyone else, that's what I think.
I think that's I think you have done well with your answer. I think that is fantastic. And it does make you think about things kind of differently.
Possibly.
I love it.
I mean, Mr. Kickstand in the chat, I'm like, didn't think of that. Brilliant.
Yes.
Like a stand for the football. I'm like, so who's to say they're not doing the same thing?
Right. No, that's fantastic. All right, Stacy, you get that last question, girl.
All right. What's one thing you can tell us that you have told no one else?
Well, I think that earlier I confirmed, and I don't think anyone else knew, that Harbinger Studios has a 3rd line. That is not Savage Crucible. That is not Collegiate Legends. It's not related to either. The second thing I will say is somebody up in the chat asked me, do I have any signed? What did they specifically say? They got a signed Lenora Sellers. Do you have plans to do more NIL signed figures? I already have some. So they are in what Rob and I refer to as lockdown, the vault. At some point, when the time is right, they will appear on collegiatelegends.com. All of them. Yes, I already have some. And some are signed NIL, some are signed generic by some pretty large college players. So it already exists. It is not available to any retailer. It is not available to the public yet. But we already have them. And I think that's a really great way to bring in just the sports collector
Yes.
into the toy world from the outside. So it is there, and it will make an appearance when the time is right. And we have so many exciting things right now that right now is not the time, because everyone's going to be, I think, surprised and happy about so many other things that it's not the time right now. But we've had opportunities to meet with a bunch of players because they love to go out and give now too. So it's given us the opportunity to get signatures on things. Yes, Kim Pop, there is a third line, and they have told me, Rob has told me, not they, because it's Rob is holding it. He said, you can confirm it tonight. I could do nothing else but say it has nothing to do with Collegiate Legends. It has nothing to do with Savage Crucible, but it is already in the works.
That is awesome. Holly, we want to thank you because this has been the most fun. I have thoroughly loved and enjoyed tonight. You know, you and I have spoken face to face at a Toy Con, and I spewed out my love of sports with you, and we were able to kind of bond over that. But I have loved having you on, getting to know you better, not only in the Collegiate Legends world, but also a little bit more about you and your background. That's kind of that's cool that we were able to do that. Definitely.
I'm grateful to be asked on a toy podcast without Rob.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I'm so much better with the opposite, but I was like, I got to bite it up by myself. Look at me.
Right. Let me do this.
Yes, I was like, I got it.
I will say, Holly, before you introduce any of the mascots,
you want me back?
Because we need you on to show them first. You and I talked about mascots first.
Yes, we can compare them to yours.
Yeah, we need to have you on here, and we'll talk about mascots again because,
100%. We'll come back and do it.
All right.
Thank you all for thank you for the questions. I love the interaction and the thoughts. And the one sentence I was instructed to say before I depart was, there will be a Savage Crucible and some Collegiate Legends surprises mid-June drop. So make sure that you guys are paying attention to that. Make sure, it's mid-June, it's coming. Savage has already announced it'll be an in-stock sale. Collegiate Legends has got a couple tricks up our sleeve. Once again, when we go silent, know that something fun is coming.
Something fun is coming. And catch Savage Crucible, Collegiate Legends at IshCon, not this weekend, next weekend. I will be there. Come stop by my table. I will have all of my mascots there, as well as my Alabama man. He will be there as well. So stop by my table and see me. But definitely check out Collegiate Legends and Savage Crucible at IshCon.
Yeah, you should all bribe Tanya to take pictures of the figures on the table, because I'm sure that we will have some fun new ones.
Yep.
There.
Well, you saw the video at the beginning. I'm doing it again. So, yeah, we will definitely grab that.
We'll have some fun stuff out on the table. So,
okay.
Thank you guys.
Sounds great. Holly, thank you again.
Absolutely.
Hugs to Gigi, and thank her for thinking of the fact that we need football players to go with our Barbie cheerleaders.
If she was not at dance practice, she'd have probably already popped in here. So
yeah. Well,
she will say you're welcome. She will also take your money for any purchases at our table.
Well, I hope to catch her at one of the shows and give her my money to get a purchase.
Absolutely.
I'm looking for Oregon.
It's coming. They will. They're like almost here at this point.
Yeah. and I'll be first in line. I'm loving it. Holly, thank you again. We appreciate it. Stacy and I will be back Saturday for Mod Squad Art Studio on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. We are going to be doing some more painting. And then we are back in 2 weeks with another fabulous woman in the toy world. And guys, you are not going to want to miss this one either. It is going to be over the top, and you guys are going to have a good time. So join us in 2 weeks for Legion's Ladies Live. Join us on Saturday for Mod Squad Art Studio. And next Wednesday, we are collabing with Art by Ackerman and Mod Squad Art Studio for Wednesday night at 7 o'clock to paint. So you guys join us then. Stacy, CarverCon?
CarverCon, July 11th, Newark, Ohio. Tickets are available. Rooms are open. Cherry Valley Lodge. It's going to be so much fun, and hope that everyone can make it.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you again. Holly, we love you. Thank you. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
This is done, man.